I've had it before. I moved it away.
Okay.
I know what it was.
If you can get me something before next time, we're going to put you into group 4. What's your last name? That's what we'll do.
I can get you a note from my...
Note and contact info, and we'll do that, okay? Start moving, and then I'll be able to grade what you submit. Cool? Okay. Did you sign? You're in group 4.
We're doing...
Yeah.
Which one?
Group 4, you're doing the wood and the silver, all silver guardrails. Oops, there we go, that's cool. All right. Group 3, you're going to have chain guardrails. You've already seen them probably. And then you're going to be doing aluminum planks. That's all right, you can do that. Oh, I forgot to say, good thing, I'm glad you grabbed them. Wheels, also known as casters, are in the gray box. All the pins that you need are in the cardboard box on top of that table right there. And if you need tools, I got ratchets, I got crescent wrench, all those are on top of the table too. Okay? We've got plenty of pins for everything, so you shouldn't need anything for that. Good deal. 2 lifts, cool. Right. 2-person lift is good. There you go. Ergonomics too. Good. Looking good. Looking good. Good. All right, moving fast. Cool.
No, the big can. We're going to need a lot of those.
Make sure you sign the roll sheet too if you haven't already. Anybody else need the roll? We good? There you go. Good. Looking good. Good deal.
Alright, you want to grab this side of the film here?
What's that? Yeah, you can stand on that till they need it. That's their ladder, so they'll be using that later. I'll turn them with the ladder. Yeah, move it off so you can slip the little strings off, guys. So you don't slip and fall. Right here. Grab these pins. Well, I have to just have to have it. There you go. Just drop them down. You're good. All right. Now we're talking. Moving fast. Good deal. Easy. There you go.
Okay, so there's dates. Are these blocks?
Yeah.
Good. The cross brace. Is that all cross brace? Good. Looking good. Yeah. Good. 9, yeah, we had to move them off. There you go. Good. Cool. Ah, you're smoking yesterday's groups. Good. Doing good. That is fast. There you go.
That looks like a diagonal piece here.
Now, where did that catch the most of the scaffolding? Which you gotta have. There you go. Now, make sure that it's automatically level. There's something on there that would make it so it would be automatically level.
Too long.
You're right. You're doing it right.
Pull on that side so you can got it.
There you go. Down, just like you're doing. You don't have to put it in the road yet.
You're not the same level as me.
Oh my God, you can't have nice things. My God. There we go. Drop it down. All the way over. There you go.
Just keep pushing it down.
There you go. That's it. Boom.
Here, we got a layer. You keep turning to it. One more time.
Good call. A lot of them miss that. Man knows his business. Excellent. Good. Looking good, fellas. Doing all right. I had to cut 3 of them off, so as long as you're cross-threaded, it's cool. Good. What's the hazard there? Putting those on. That's one. And like you said, you need something else to protect you from getting cut. What would that be? There you go.
Alright.
But if you think the state of Oklahoma is going to pay for gloves, you got nothing good coming. Okay, there you go. Good.
Bryson gave me about 10 pair of impact gloves. Paper mill he's at now.
They're awesome to have. We'll need a lot more than that for here. Probably need an assortment of size. Okay, keep that blank one side or the other. Either this side or that side. All up as you need. Doesn't matter. I need it on one side or the other. Doing all right. Doing good. Moving out. You guys must want to get out early. That's good.
Now we put those
Cool. Very good. What's the hazard there with those? Pitch points. What else? Body. Good. Struck by maybe? Splinters. Yes. Good. Yeah, that one's got a warp. I can't get it out. We may have to swap it out.
You said we can use this, right?
Yep. Just don't hurt our cameraman then, and you're in good shape. Your toe boards. Right. Sorry, no, that's their toe boards. Your toe boards are the 1x. 1x. Not here. It's over there. That's where they're confused. That's not their toe board. Yep, that's their toe
There's
board.
a done
That's
one.
not their toe boards. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Blue Force, do we exchange toe boards?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, your toe boards are over here.
Oh, go ahead. Those are ours?
Yeah, these fit specifically with this cross rails, these cross rails. Guardrails.
These on first.
And then I'm just gonna put these on.
Good. Even got it on the right way. Cool. That's a number one. Yeah, you got brass pins. You got brass pins, brass. If they're missing those little button ones, that's not a surprise. Brass. There you go. Good. Keep first and lip.
Alright, we want to slide this thing all the way this way.
That'll work.
No. I'm trying to get this out of here.
I gotta pop that.
Nope. Nobody climbs but me. I'm expendable. None of you are. Alright. Good. Very good.
Actually,
Alright.
how would you?
Good.
These are hard.
These are your guardrails. Move the other ones out of the way. Yeah. Now, for your final exam, maximum space between the planks that is allowed is how much?
6 inches.
Nope. You failed.
Oh, between the planks.
Between the planks.
1 inch.
That's it. One can happen. That's tape.
Yeah, I need those.
Got tape we need. They're using tape now. We'll hang around.
These ones right here. I need that.
That's right. And they fit.
Someone's gonna have to get up on.
Have to get up on the hazmat module, not on the scaffold. I climb. I'm the only one who climbs.
So, you know, go upstairs.
Boom. There you go. Good.
Maybe this.
Okay, I see they're on the front.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, it should be long enough.
Cool.
No, I need that a long one.
Got to split the difference? Activate the guardrail. There you go.
Now, the question is, which way to be?
Doesn't matter. It may go either way.
Oh, no, no,
Doesn't matter.
I need to move this.
They're universal.
Yeah.
There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Very good.
I got those heels, Josh.
Yeah, they won't. The wheels, the casters won't lock. Casters wheels, whatever you want to call them, they won't lock because they're old. So if you get them to break, great. If you don't, that's what we got. They won't find a way to There you go. Now, they will fit, okay, I guarantee you. Gotta make sure your safety catch is on. There you go.
I got one ball.
3, 1, 2, 3.
Good.
Good. Good.
Pull that up. There you go. Your top card. Pull it back. There you go. Let's take that on the clip.
Very good.
How we got spinning?
That's it. Got the right idea, gentlemen. Making it happen. Man, I wish you had you guys yesterday. We had to hustle. Monday, Wednesday, Friday have been having trouble.
After you get.
Very good.
Aaron. Let's continue to spin. I want to go at the top and get those two other ones. Yeah, don't put it on her.
Alright, we're good.
Good.
Yeah, those gotta go in.
You go, tight quarters, okay. I'll tell you what, you're gonna spin it all the way around anyway, because I'm gonna want that plank on this side. So everybody see it, okay? See that over it now. There you go, it's tricky. Help it, help it. Made it fit. There you go.
Where did the toe boards go?
Where do the toe boards go? That's a good question.
I mean, I know like where they go. So I just put them up to the edge.
Yep.
No, yeah, both sides, you're gonna have sandwich.
Measure our plank, yes.
That's a no.
Push out louder.
I'll show you why, okay? Here it goes, 3-inch toe board. Now that 2x4 is 3 1/4, but as you have it right now, I don't get the thing. So how do I get it? And then you split the difference. So what's the maximum between these points?
There you go.
1 inch. So you split the difference together. You think to make it happen? I got it.
I'm more than that.
If you can make it no
Try
gap.
to space them out like evenly.
There you go.
You can push. Can you get under there? Before? There we go.
There you go.
Just so that.
Good, good. Got pins and everything, gentlemen? Everything tightened down, brake
Toe board up there, we're good to go.
looking good.
There we
You just hauled ass and got all your stuff. That's all I got. Okay, looking good. All right, everything tight. Everything, all the outriggers parallel. We have a hazard on that. Hazard, hazmat module. What is that hazard? You guys can take pictures of these for your JSAs if you need to. Just feel free. Don't bother me at all. Okay? Almost there. We're almost there. He's proud of it, isn't he?
Also, whenever you guys are finished, if I could like take a picture of just of a couple of you guys, like next to the scaffolding.
Just the students? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna do a song and dance, so they're gonna pull this out for me this
Yeah,
way.
no, that's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Okay? Pull this out, and I gotta do a song and dance, tell them a little bit of a lecture. So, record time. I don't think any groups have ever had it assembled good. Now break it, please, because I gotta get one of them.
We gotta like
Break it wherever we
try to
can.
multitask
Okay.
while they're doing something.
All pins in. Everything look level, straight.
I think so.
Go forward, towed.
Wait, that one's not down.
There you go. Good, good. Outriggers parallel and flush with the frames. True?
Good.
Okay. Everybody come around this side, right around this blank plank. No rhyme is intended, but it happens. Okay? Right here. Here's what we got. Oh! That's one of their old brakes and they won't replace them. Okay. DI-65s are these back planks right here. DI-65, if you look at your handout, stands for dense industrial. That's the fiber, that's the way that the actual planks are put together. They're grown and cut and made that way. And OSHA approves them as soon as they come out of the factory. True or false? What is it? You saw it on the side. What is it?
It's painted.
Yeah, it's painted. That's true. Excellent. It's what?
Stamp.
Yeah, what's the stamp say?
OSHA.
It says meets
Meets
OSHA
OSHA
standard. Meets or exceeds OSHA standards, okay? So, that's what we're talking about. You see 2 steel pins. I know you can't see it from here maybe very well. Some of them are warped and it'll help a little bit. But you got steel pins, 1 in each end. And then these are cleated. Now, I'll tell you right now, what the cleat is a little piece of board on the end of that plank right there, okay? Never in the entire time I was in the industry was I ever on a scaffold that had cleats on it. Why would you think that would be so?
Next one.
That's right. Find a plank, find a guy who can measure. There's a challenge. And then you got to actually put them on the back of the plank. So now I got to just put planks to it. There's cleats on everywhere. But when you were putting those frames together and you got the cleated planks on there, what'd you notice about that frame?
Got a little sturdy.
Got stabilized. Okay. For your final exam, the #1 reason that frame scaffolds fall is failure to Stabilize. Okay, true, false question. And we have a single top choice. We have DI-65s, dense industrial planks, stamped scaffold grade planking. And on the back of that handout that I gave you, it says how OSHA chooses planks. It's got checks, splits, and you'll see one of them up here. Where did it go this time? Right here. One I'm standing on has a split in it. There are a certain number of acceptable knots, some number of acceptable cracks, checks, how much you can judge based on how they look as they get from site to site. Okay? And then I got a wooden toe board on here. I also have guardrails.
Are they supposed to be that loose?
They look awesome in the picture, in my own defense. When I ordered them on the internet over 10 years ago, they were awesome. Okay, would you put your kid on them? No, what's wrong?
Fucking wobbly.
Exactly. Oh, I love that description. I wish I could write it in my JSA, but then I get fired. So, no, we can't do that. What we have here is a set of guardrails. Now think about this part. If you're the OSHA inspector, he or she, can you cite me for not having a toe board, same thing, not having a toe board under the scaffolding standard? Can you cite me?
No.
No. I got it right there. It even meets your measurement, OSHA inspector, okay? So you can't screw around with me there. Can you cite me for not having a top rail?
Yes. No?
No. Under the scaffolding standard in construction, can you cite me for not having a top rail?
No.
No. Mid-rail? No. I got them all the way around. You can't cite me where these guardrails are concerned for anything under the scaffolding standard that has top rail, mid-rail, toe board involved. What standard would you use to cite me under? Why? Excellent.
Because it's a cover off.
Exactly. Okay. Tiny, 300 pounds. Going to get up here. Going to hold him? No. Now look at my feet. This is top choice lumber from Lowe's. That's the best off the stack. That means you put it on scaffold, right? I'm stepping between the DI-65, watch my feet, and this is why I'm the only one who climbs, okay? According to the scale this morning, I weigh 152.6 or something like that. And that's just me. What if Tiny gets up here? What are the three things it's got to support for your final exam?
Materials, employee, and 4 times the load.
Good, close.
Tools.
Tools, that's it. Tools, materials, and me. Tiny weighs 300 pounds. He's bringing up 2 buckets of mortar. What's going to happen? He's going to go through. See how those feet do that? And that's just from a scrawny little spiky haired guy, okay? If you send up with 2 or 3 guys, think about it that way, with tools, then we have a big problem. They're going to go through, and eventually they're going to get hurt, okay? So top choice lumber from Lowe's don't mean anything when it comes to actual scaffold grade planking.
So where
It's
do
all
you
there.
get the DI-65 lumber from?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Where do you get the OSHA grade lumber from?
You have to, I ordered these online, and there was no student who gave us out of the goodness of his heart the rest of them that you see here, plus we got replacements up there for ones that I need to swap out. He just gave them to us. Here's the price difference. This top choice lumber from Lowe's, $3 and something, for each one that you buy. DI-65 per plank, they got their dog-eared on the side, and they're painted blue, which brings up another thing as I was coming up when I was coming up through the industry. You can take a regular top choice plank and make it look like a DI-65, can't you?
Yep.
Only way they can check is by doing what? But you've already got their attention. How did you get their attention if you're scaffolding? Who can see it?
OSHA inspector.
Everybody. From the road? From walking inside your plant? Yes or no? Yes, absolutely. So, this DI-65, it's $3 or something per plank. These, when you order them, $13, $15 a plank, which you think you'll see more on a construction site. You'll see top choice, and you got to, which is what I bet you they were using on the job we were talking about that I won't mention because I'm not going to get
They
sued.
weren't painted, that's for sure.
They were not painted, yes. They were overlapped, but they
it was
were
way over the 6
at least 2 feet. For your exam, final exam, the maximum overlap that you can have is how much? She said it once. 6 inches. Why is that? That's right. You're trying to get the support of this tube from that frame, okay? In that frame. And if you start creeping over that 6 inches, you're talking diving board territory. I have seen, now let me back up a little bit. When we overlap planks, instead of cleaning them, like we did right here, which is what I did, when I overlap them like that, what hazard have I created? Why? Excellent.
No,
Got one sticking up, right? Okay? So I have seen them run onto a scaffold with a full wheelbarrow or Georgia buggy of concrete, mortar, bricks, and they'll try to run it up on there. And what will happen is it'll eventually, just every time you hit it, it'll go, or once when you hit it, it'll go all the way through and they'll dump the whole load at the bottom. Okay? So overlapping comes with hazards. But what's the big reason that they use overlapping? Just like she said, why would they do that?
It's easier.
It's easier, it's faster, and I don't have to find somebody who can measure it, which slims down the population big time, okay, in terms of doing it. Now, I got a toe board here that's 3.5, 3/4 inches wide, and I got over there some 1x. Which would you rather have? Why? That's right. We also have a hazard with this. We got steel toe boards here, we got aluminum planking here. The steel toe boards are mixed with the wood toe boards. It's a strict question. Why would you think I would do such a thing? Why did I do that? No. Good. They guessed for me, but good, yeah. Why would I do such a thing?
Steel and aluminum don't mix.
What's that?
Steel and aluminum don't mix.
No, I can't say that. Okay.
It's too expensive to buy.
Exactly. Southeastern ran out of money right there. Okay, so that's exactly where I had to buy the new planks. That also enabled me to get the opportunity, like Dr. Booby and I say, when you don't have the money, you get an opportunity to teach something, hopefully, if you got something. To state one of the true-false questions is going to be on your test. On your test, true or false, scaffolding components can be intermingled or mixed as long as they are not, what? Forced. Got it? Because if and here's another example. You see these guardrails up here. There's 5 years of development approximately between these two sets of guardrails. When I originally bought these, we used them and it was $3 high, and we'll talk about that later a little bit more. But then they came out with these. They crimped the top on those, which means they took the top and they squeezed it. Why do they do that?
Can't use it necessary.
That's the end of the scaffold. I don't care what you do, that's the top. That's what the manufacturer is saying. They will flip through the manufacturer's manual or go to their website and call them, and they'll look at it and say, hey, you went over that. How did you go over it? Well, we jammed that pin down in there and then we welded it because it cracked open after that. Or we put a sleeve on it and then welded it on, like we talked about in class, okay? Can't do any of that stuff. Then they can definitely cite you. But we got leak guardrails here. We got guardrails here. Got a top rail fixed, got a mid rail fixed. Does that meet the standard? It exceeds the standard. It's welded in place, okay? And it interlocks with the rest of the guardrails. So I'm pretty cool with getting on top of these. I'm still a little nervous because Oklahoma will not pay for new wheels, but I got a pretty good standard, a pretty good set of guardrails. Is it considered fall protection?
Yes.
Yes. Fall protection is a system, not just a harness. Remember that, okay? The fall protection between the two, though, is different. Why? There you go. Perfect example. They were totally square in the ad, but when I got them here, this is what I had. Okay? So what you get, the lesson is what you order and what you get on site can be two different things.
So what about, like, is there a standard for how to get up there? Because the guy
Use
yesterday
the
at
ladders.
Ford's was like climbing on the side.
If there are ladders there, he's doing it right. Okay? Here, we use ladders and then we use the chains. Guess what they'll do with the chains all day long?
Take them off.
Leave them hanging. You'll actually create a hazard. But it's meant to be a gate, and it's meant to keep you in, okay? Steel, and I missed that, I need to come back. Stay on topic, my wife says. Steel toe boards here, steel toe boards there. What I would normally do is I would unloosen these these U-bolts, 4 U-bolts that you see on the sides, loosen them, drop it down, tighten them up, and then I would actually screw in those 2 toe boards on each side, so I've got toe boards and they're boxed in. The other question that they ask me all the time about these toe boards, why do you do like that? This is rigged up, and this one is not rigged up because it's got outriggers. We'll talk about those in a minute. This is rigged up actually so that you could shoot them across a building, toe board wise. We would shoot them all the way across the building. Our brick guys would either be bricking, they would be cleaning, they would be mortaring, they'd be doing something. So we go all the way down the length of the building, and then we box it on the final end. What does that mean? That means you overlap the other 2x right here, and then you actually keep going all the way down the side of the building, right? Makes sense? However, in this case, although we have faulty guardrails, and what would I do in that case is the other question. What I do is I would actually look at the set of guardrails and I would make them take them down. I say, guys, you're getting paid either way, but you're going to put a good set instead of a bad set on. This is rigged. This scaffold